The delay. The March 19th, 2019 meeting of the Carlynton School District Board of Directors is called to order. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Director Russo.
Here.
Director Mendoza. Here. Director Crone.
Here.
Director Apple.
Here.
Director O'Brien. Here. Director Zaleski.
She's not able to be here tonight.
Director Simsek. Here. Director Contat.
He's not able to be here tonight.
Director Schreiber.
Here. There's a period of our meeting where we allow the public to comment on anything on our agenda for tonight. So if anyone from the public has any agenda items they'd like to ask a question about, you can raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll move on. I'll report that we have minutes from previous meetings, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the February 19th, 2019 voting meeting and the minutes of the March 12th, 2019 Finance Committee meeting. Do I have a motion for those two items?
So moved.
Moved by the second.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Dr. DePeria, we have some reports.
Yes, and I'll just break briefly, and I'll let the staff fill in the details.
And then Jill, I apologize. If I can interrupt. I'm supposed to report that we had an executive
Oh,
session
yes.
prior to this meeting where we discussed personnel and negotiations and real estate. My apologies.
Mr. President. We had a pretty exciting time in the district in the last 2 weeks. I can say we've been hobnobbing. Last week with the generous invitation of the Carnegie Library, we met with Governor Wolf, and he talked about his priorities for his second term in office. And then this past Friday, we met with the Secretary of Education, whose sole purpose for being in Western Pennsylvania was to spend a day in the Carlynton School District to examine more closely the innovative things we're doing, and I'm going to let our principal, Mike Loughlin, talk to those when we get to his name here. And I think we can do that now. It was a very full day, so
Yeah, I'll keep it compact.
thank you, Michael.
Yes, sir. We were, in October, I was at a principal's meeting, and I had a chance to speak to the secretary and invited him to come to our school district because on Friday we held STARS St. Patrick's Day celebration. And that's a collaboration with 10 other districts that came. There's about 20 in the program. And it's students together with athletes reaching success. But the athletic realm of it is just a part. It's to promote inclusivity with students with disabilities and students without disabilities. And I posed it to the secretary in October, saying that this is a great example of districts working across lines, and it's Western Pennsylvania. We'd love to have you come out. And he did come out. We took him on a tour of the building. Director Driver and Apple and Honchar were present in the morning. Took him on a tour of the building, and then took him down to where the dance was and the festivities, which is a student-run event, which makes us really proud. And I can't speak highly enough about the way the students held themselves and welcomed the guests in all the schools. We had bagpipes playing for the St. Patrick's Day from our partnership with the county. And also, after the tour of the building and the dance, we went upstairs to the shop and we had a wonderful roundtable discussion. And the takeaway that I had, and I would be very interested to hear your comments as well, was that the secretary said, "You are doing amazing things and you're doing it from the ground up, and we're going to try to put you in touch with partners and businesses to keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it the right way," was the takeaway that I had. So it was a very successful day, and I want to thank all the teachers that really worked to make that event special, because it was great. I forwarded an article from the paper along as well to everyone.
And Mr. Laughlin, the dance was about bringing students together from a variety of different districts to intermingle and work together, have fun together, and collaborate on a
Yes,
wonderful
sir.
basis.
Yes, sir. It was fantastic. 10 districts were here.
Well, again, congratulations to you and all your staff who put that together.
Thank you.
I'd like to add that the secretary really, and his staff were very engaged with what was going on here. And, it was, I think he even made the statement that, if he's giving you a compliment, he means it, because otherwise he'd say something maybe more diplomatic. And, it was nice to hear it. And I think that, like Dr. Imperio said, you and your staff put together a day and filled it very well, and it was very engaging and very, the pace was great, and I think they truly did. I mean, they stayed extra time too. I mean,
An extra hour.
Yeah, right? So, well done to everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, and that was going to, since that was such a special event, I was going to leave it at that for this month. We had some more detailed reports last month.
Okay, so skip to committee reports then?
Yes.
Okay. Director Apple, any updates on Parkway West you want to
There's
share?
always great stuff going on at Parkway West. And I think I'm the fourth director since I've been here that has had Parkway West, and I think we've all said the same thing to open our statement. So really, it's a really great place. They had the open house, their second open house prior to our meeting, and the new diesel tech instructor was there to meet potential students, and seems like a really good guy, very enthusiastic, excited about building the program. And I know that there are a lot of jobs in that industry and a lot of demand, and there was a lot of interest for the kids who were out there looking. It struck me that on the door, he had the average starting salary of $22 an hour for a beginning diesel tech person, and that's a pretty substantial salary for someone just out of school. And the building looks great. They've been doing a lot of work on it. A few things from the agenda of the meeting. August 21st is their first day of school next year. The National Tech Honor Society is having their function on the 9th. I believe I'll be out of town, so I'll have to, unfortunately, won't be able to make it. I'll ask Director Honchar if he'd like to go in my place. But it's a very nice event. I remember going, I think it was last year, and one of our students, Dominic Carrington, was there being honored. And speaking of whom, he is did very well out there, and he's been hired as a substitute in cosmetology here and that sort of thing to teach out there. So I think that really speaks well of the education that is available to students out there. And they got their audit report back and everything was good. So that's all I have from Parkway.
Thank you. Pathfinder, Director Honchar is not here, but either Joe or Chris, do you guys have any update?
I think the issue there is we're part of a consortium, and there was a roof replacement that needed to be done. The bids did come, and the district is obligated to share in the cost of that replacement. And actually, the cost came in at about, I'm going to say about $25,000 less than of our share than we thought we would have to make. And so we do have that on the agenda this evening for approval.
Shazda, Director Frank, anything you want to share?
No update this month.
Okay, thanks. And then legislative PSBA, Director Simpson.
Just a little bit of PSBA news, for board members
to know that PSBA is having free webinars that they're doing first or second Wednesday of each month. So it's training if you want some updated training. This coming April 3rd, it's going to be on school policies. So you want a refresher, or you're new to the board and want to hear what they have to say, that's it's a good resource. They've also set their legislative priorities for 2019 and 2020, and that's based on the highest need asks of the districts. So those priorities are providing safe and secure schools, enacting meaningful charter school programs and reforms, and addressing Pennsylvania's pension funding crisis.
And those are, do they send those out? I've seen emails from them occasionally.
Yeah, they said they set those biannually, so, and that's with feedback from the districts.
So, thank you.
Mhm.
Any questions during the committee reports? If not, we can move on. One thing I do want to note, you mentioned facilities. We got a call out from the Secretary of Ed on the health of this facility and how he praised the overall health. So to the team at the school and to the facilities team, he made special note to say that it was obvious that the team takes great care and pride in the health and the cleanliness and upkeep of the facility. So thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, I think his comment, it was funny, he said, you know, the former superintendent, he always looks in the corners to see how well it's swept, and he said, I didn't see anything in these corners, so, well done.
Good.
So moving on to the miscellaneous section of the meeting, I'll entertain a motion to approve the additions to the 2018-2019 conference and field trip requests as submitted. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Moved, do I have a second? Second. Moved and second, any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Under section 2, finance, a very short list of 14 items. Let's break it into half, 7. The first 7 items, I'll entertain a motion to approve, number 1, the February 2019 bills in the amount of $693,696.69. Number 2, the notice of adoption of policies, procedures, and use of funds between the district and the Allegheny Intermediate Unit. Number 3, the proposed 2019-2020 Allegheny Intermediate Unit Program of Services budget in the amount of $2,144,656. The AIU School District's total contribution to the budget is $1,811,545, and the district's contribution is estimated to be $19,902 and will be determined by PDE according to the district age ratio and weighted average daily membership. Number 4, the resolution between the district and the South Central Area Special Schools jointure approving the roof replacement project at the Pathfinder School. The district agrees to contribute 7.15% or $35,750 toward the project, with an understanding that the project may commence as necessary even though payment is not due from said district until after July 1st, 2019, but prior to the expected project end date of August 7th, 2019. Number 5, continuation in the Energy Innovation Center Collaborative at Parkway West, CTC, for participation in the annual IEC Design Challenge, which partners students with businesses and industry experts at a cost of $2,500 for the 2019-2020 school year. Number 6, ratify the receipt and acceptance of a grant awarded by Women for a Healthy Environment in an amount up to $12,000 to support lead testing of drinking water and remediation for the period ending June 30th, 2019 as submitted. Number 7, the February 2019 food service report and year-to-date financial results as submitted by Aramark Food Services. Those are the 7 items. Do I have a motion for those 7 items?
So moved.
Moved, do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Items 8 through 14, I'll entertain a motion to approve the following. Number 8, the payment of $11,850 to Gary Mancini Construction for the work completed on the gas replacement line at Carnegie Elementary School. Number 9, the payment of $3,850 to Gary Mancini Construction for additional work to the water line break at Carnegie Elementary School. Number 10, the payment of $6,963.25 to Vaguely Welding, Inc. for labor, materials, equipment, and replacement of a gas line at Carnegie Elementary School. This payment will be made from the Capital Projects Fund. Number 11, ratify the payment of $9,800 to Climatech Inc. for acid removal from the Dakin HVAC system at Crafton Elementary School. Number 12, the athletic fund report for the month ending February 28th, 2019, with an ending balance of $12,347.39. Number 13, the activities fund report for the month ending February 28th, 2019, with an ending balance of $84,272.06. And number 14, the payment of $3,744 to Pittsburgh Fence Company for the repair and replacement of the chain link fence at Crafton Elementary. Do I have a motion for those items, number 8 through 14?
So moved.
Moved, do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Section 3, personnel, an equally short list of things. 12 items, I'll split those into half again, so 1 through 6. I'll entertain a motion to approve the following. Number 1, the addition and deletion to the 2018-2019 supplemental athletic list. Number 2, the letter of intent to retire as submitted by Carnegie Elementary teacher Rita Seigan, effective the last day of the 2018-2019 school year. Number 3, the letter of resignation from the position of Crafton Elementary in-school suspension monitor, submitted by Cheryl Irwin. Number 4, the memorandum of understanding between the district and employee number CFT MOU 1819-01. Number 5, reassign Ed Hoffman to the position of temporary maintenance man for a period of about 8 weeks under the terms of the custodial maintenance collective bargaining unit agreement. And number 6, the letter of resignation as submitted by District Registrar Sandy Eaton, effective on or about March 25th, 2019. Do I have a motion for those 6 items?
So moved.
Moved, do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. The next group, items number 7 through 12. Sure. That's a good idea. So I'll take the next item, number 7, as a separate item. So let's do that. I'll entertain a motion to approve number 7, the employment of Joshua Jones to a 12-month Act 93 position of Supervisor of Information Technology at a salary of $65,000 with a start date of on or before May 30th, 2019, pending acceptable clearances. Do I have a motion for that item?
So moved.
Moved, do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion?
First time it happened.
Don't put a gun there, David.
I'll go out on a limb.
Just a clarification, the start date was a recommendation from Dr. Imperio because of some scheduling issues, so May 30th is the on or before of May 30th. So, any other questions or comments? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Oh, sorry, so late.
Appreciate your affirmative. Opposed, nay. Motion passes.
And Josh, let me be the first to welcome you to Carlynton. You went through a grueling interview process for the Carlynton Cougars, and here is your Cougar jacket. Yeah.
Probably could have given him a green bow tie.
Well, I made him wear a bow tie. Shake it, shake it.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck.
So moving on, under personnel, the next 4 items, number 8 through 11. I'll entertain a motion to approve number 8, the request for leaves of absence as submitted by employees, number SCA 1819-13 and CM 1819-14. Number 9, employment of Wendy Kendall to the position of lunchroom playground aide at the elementary level under the terms of the Secretary Cafeteria Aides Collective Bargaining Unit Agreement, pending acceptable clearances. Number 10, the additions to the 2018-2019 day-to-day custodial substitute list. Number 11, the addition to the 2018-2019 day-to-day substitute list. Do I have a motion for those 4 items, numbers 8 through 11?
So moved.
Moved by the second. Second. Moved and second. Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay? Motion carries. Number 12, I'll entertain a motion to approve this item. Number 12, the employment of Jonah Shriver and Isabella Zanone to the positions of summer technology helpers. Do we have a motion for that item?
So moved.
Moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? I will be abstaining from this vote because there's a common last name. This is my son who has done this work in the past, so I will be abstaining from this vote. Any other questions or comments? If not, we'll all vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Abstention, 1. Motion carries, and I believe I have some paperwork to fill out later. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Under section 4, student services, there's two items. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Number 1, the 2019-2020 Carlynton Junior Senior High School Program of Studies for grades 9 through 12. And number 2, the 2019-2020 Carlynton Junior Senior High School Program of Studies for grades 7 to 8. Do I have a motion for those 2 items?
We are a quiet group this time.
Very quiet. Very quiet.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Number 5, policy. I'll entertain a motion to approve number 1, adopt and approve the second and final reading of policy number 246, school wellness, with administrative revisions as are presented here, per the full PSBA policy review. Do I have a motion for that item?
So moved.
Thank you. Moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? If not, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Old business. Any director have any old business they would like to bring up? If not, new business. Any director have any new business they would like to bring up?
I just have one thing. I wanted to let everybody know, my company is hosting the Fluid Power Challenge next week on Thursday, the 28th. And if anybody wants to come see the competition, it will be here in the Kuzma Collaboration Center. Competition will start around noon, so if you do want to come see it, we do welcome spectators. I would say be here about 11:30.
Which day?
Thursday, the 28th. Mhm.
My kids have had a phenomenal experience with that in the past, so thank you for your
Yeah,
company.
we're going to have, I think it's 7 districts represented, 10 teams, so.
Fun competition.
Yeah, your kids are excited. So, thanks. Any other new business any director wishes to bring up? Open forum. Anyone in the public, the audience want to raise any issues or questions or comments? Eric?
Is there an update on the superintendent search?
Update on superintendent search, great question. What is our update board? We, no, we don't. We don't have an update for you. It's an ongoing conversation, so we have not finalized our plans. We have explored plans, we've had internal conversations, we have not finalized anything yet, so we need to do that. Sure, thank you for.
Have you thought about a public forum for it?
When we talked about what's important to Carlynton, the criteria, what's important to our families and the values we hold, that's something we want.
Yeah, in fact, to that point, regardless of that search and the timing of that, we have talked about, with a fresh start of a new superintendent, reevaluating when we did that exercise 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. We got some really good feedback from staff, from the administration, from the public, and we're going to look to do that again. So, don't know exactly what form it's going to take, don't know exactly when that'll be, but I think it's an important exercise.
So let me know when you need volunteers.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
I said you might know people that are willing to raise their hand.
absolutely.
Super. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll turn to the board. Any questions or comments from the board on any items? If not, I've got one quick thing. I apologize for delaying our meeting. I ran across an article this week that struck me. I'm not going to read it, but I'll give you the quick high-level excerpt. we've had these conversations in the past as board members and with community members and administrators. Two separate articles, all focused on the economy, but two very strong comments in both of them. One was from Jamie Dimon, head of JP Morgan Chase, and he was talking about from his selfish perspective, his own company and employing people. And he talked about looking for young workers and what skills they want. And he made the assertion that he thinks that there's too big of a focus on academic approaches and not enough, and I'll paraphrase, on soft skills, where he sees people coming out of schools with facts, but not the ability to communicate, not the ability to problem solve and make decisions. And they're, I believe, looking to put money behind that and try to help work with businesses and schools to try to help evolve the curriculum. Now, I know we've had these conversations as board members and as a board in the past. I clearly don't have the answers. I only know a third of the questions probably, but as we try to have a conversation with the public about where we go in the future, what we're trying to teach our kids, these kinds of pieces of feedback I think are really important. And the second piece of that was Goldman Sachs saying a similar thing, and the comment from CEO David Solomon was academics and IQ are way overweighted, in his opinion. He talked about the kind of skills that they're looking for in their workers. One of them made the comment that 75% of their employees don't require a college degree. And as we look at our curriculum and what we're teaching our kids, much of our curriculum is geared toward college preparation. So, again, questions that I can't answer and I don't know that we can answer, but if we have thoughtful dialogue on that with the help of our academic and educational experts, we can maybe figure out what the right path is for. So just want to throw that out there as a teaser for future conversations. Any reaction, or we'll just save that for a future meeting? Okay. Any other open forum items?
Thanks, Jim.
Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, second?
Second.
Move to second.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Don't you time again.
We are adjourned.
John, welcome.
Second to line.